Hey, guys. Good morning. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We have a few topics that we want to run through. I hope you guys don't mind. This is a very rainy day. This is a lazy day. I just want to lay around and just chill out today because y'all know tomorrow is Monday, honey. Back to the BS, right? But thank you guys for coming in. I see you, Sweet Essence. Thanks for joining me. Let's go ahead and jump in. As you guys can see on my screen, everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right. Let's go ahead and get our first topic up. First topic, comedian Gerald Hudson is getting ready to sue Papoose and Claressa. Now, I told you guys the other day when I talked about this that this guy was probably going to sue since he was hit in the face. I kind of felt like he was going to do that. But let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and share so y'all can see. He had an altercation where he was kind of like trolling Papoose and Claressa, and the situation kind of went left, and Papoose threw some books and hit him in the face, and it cut his nose. So I had already said he gonna sue. I already know he drew blood. Yes, he gonna sue. He gonna see that as a money grab. But comedian Gerald Hudson says that he's considering taking legal action against Claressa Shields and Papoose after Papoose allegedly threw a stack of books in his face during a prank. It says that they admitted that they assaulted me online. But you can't be, see, this is the thing that I don't like, where people will start some shit and initiate something. These stupid pranks that people are doing online, running up to people, snatching wigs off, pulling chairs from up under people, walking up beside people, like touching people hand or whatever when they're going up the escalator. You guys have seen all of these pranks, and then when a person get upset and react, then you want to run and go lawyer up and be trying to sue people when they sock you, or if something happens, or if you get assaulted, which I'm not praising someone getting assaulted, but you can't prank people and bother people and then get upset when you get a reaction. And that's what happened in this situation right here. Let's go ahead and hear what he had to say, because I mean, and then too, they're saying, and Papoose was saying that they told the guy, like, go away, we're done. And he continued to try to prank, and so he got hit. So now he wants to fight through the legal system now to try to get some money up out of this situation. But let's get into what he had to say.
You said the cops were there when the incident happened and they asked you if you wanted to press charges. What happened with that? Are you planning to press charges or considering a lawsuit, or are you just going to let it be?
At the time, my exact words was when they asked me to press charge, I said, "Man, ain't no press charging ass," and I walked away. That was my initial reaction when it happened. The internet with all these blog sites telling lies about me and all this defamation of character upon me. Then I mean, I don't know, man. I've been talking to a lawyer and counsel just because of the lies that have been told about me and spread about my name.
Right.
People are literally saying I got punched by Papoose. I never got punched.
Mm-hmm.
He never, like I said, I got slapped with a book. He never walked to me and slapped me with a book. He threw a book at me. He threw books at me, multiple books from a distance.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the only reasons why I ever wanted to sit down and talk to counsel, is because I was assaulted.
You said the cops were there when the incident happened.
They admitted that they assaulted me online. They said it they admitted to it, and then there's a bunch of lies going on around about me, and it's like a defamation of character. You know what I'm saying? But I don't do my videos for this reason. That they admitted, and I see Claressa standing there. I think she was taking a picture with somebody or something, and I walk up to her. I said, "Oh my God, it's Serena Williams! Serena Williams, you the GOAT! You the GOAT! You the GOAT!" And I started backing up, and I keep saying, "You the GOAT! You the GOAT! You the GOAT!" And she was like, "He know I ain't no Serena, y'all. He know I ain't no Serena." She was smiling, so I didn't sense anger from her
Mm-hmm.
at this point. And so I backed up, and I'm looking around like who she with, and there was like a guy next to me who was, to my knowledge, was a security guard. He was a bigger guy, and Papoose was standing on the other side of him, and the police is right there. Police is this happened all right in front of the police,
Oh, wow. Okay.
and yeah, police seen everything, and so Papoose looked at me and said, "Don't do that corny, don't do that corny." And I said, "I already did it." And I started to walk away. And I see Claressa standing. Excuse my language.
You're
The guy,
fine.
he had a stack of books in his hand when he said this. And Claressa said that he had like 40 books. I didn't count the books. I wasn't trying to count them, but he threw them all. He threw all the books at me, and one of them hit me in my face, knocked my glasses off my face, knocked my glass to the ground. This is actually the hat I had on that night. Knocked the hat off. And then after that, the police immediately stormed the scene. And I was like, yo, I'm good. You know, and they asked me I want to press charges. You know what I'm saying? And then we just left it alone at that. To the ground. This is stormed the scene. And I was like, yo, I'm good. You know, and they asked me I want to press charges. You know what I'm saying? And then we just left it alone at that. Papoose never stepped to me. He never stepped to me. I think she said I stepped to Papoose. I never stepped to Papoose. Papoose and Claressa Shields and the police were all the equal amount of distance away from us at this point in time. Stormed the scene.
Serena. So as I walked off, he continued to like press me, and I told him like, bro, good plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm over here talking to Jay Prince. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here talking to Abdullah Mason. Like, I'm talking to heavy hitters. You know what I'm saying? One, I deal with a lot of people that's irritating. So I'm like, you know what? This dude irritating me. So I'm walking off. He keeps stepping to me. So as he's stepping to me, now, of course, my man, Pap stepped like, hey, bro, chill out. She said, like, you know that's not Serena. Leave her alone. He's stepped to Pap, you know, because this what he do. He like, hell, I did it already. So, one, you done already disrespected me. You know, you already done trolled me. Now, Pap done told you to step off, and now you stepping to Pap. You already know what happened. I don't have to say nothing. Serena.
So y'all see both of their takes in terms of what happened, but he's talking about suing them now for him being assaulted. But again, you cannot walk up to somebody and continue to troll them, and they ask you to leave them alone, and you continue to do it, and you can continue to do it, and then when you get a reaction out of that person is, oh, let me go get a lawyer so I can sue. Like, that's the dumbest shit ever. You already knew that was not no damn Serena Williams. He knew that. But he's a comedian, so he was trying to be funny and get a reaction, and it was the wrong reaction because he got those books thrown in his face, and he got a big cut across his nose from that. So, yeah, that's what happened with that. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens if he proceeds with suing them. All right. So let's get into our next topic. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk on that one, okay? Let's get to the next topic. This woman is infatuated with Rick Ross. I told you guys, I think yesterday, that Rick Ross dumped his girlfriend because she didn't want to kiss him. I showed you guys the videos where he would lean in to kiss her like publicly to like get some PDA, and she would always back up, or she would shun him or turn her face whenever he would try to kiss her. And so he decided to dump her because he felt like maybe she wasn't really into him. But so now I guess since word around the YouTube streets and every other damn streets is that Rick Ross is single, this lady here is shooting her shot online. I ain't with that. I ain't about to be going on online like, hey, hit me up. This is real. Nah. But she's putting herself out there trying to meet Rick Ross, and pretty much like she's begging him. This is crazy. Let's get into it. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, guys. All right, so this is her. Let's get into it.
All work together to get this message to him. Hello, I'm Joe, and I opened my email this morning and I saw that you were going to be at 11 in Miami on October 25th. I would love nothing more than to accompany you that night, that evening. I think that we will have a great time. I am free and available, and I am free for however long you need me to be free for, Mr. Ross, Mr. Rick Ross. I think that we will have a great time together. I saw you there in July and we took a picture. Do I need to insert picture up here? To remind you of the great experience that we had taking that picture.
Does that not sound thirsty? I'll be there for as long as you need me to be. Like, girl.
And I would love nothing more. I'm actually in preparation. I'm in preparation to attend this event with you. And I will be cheering. This message is cheering you on from the sidelines and doing my little two-step as you perform for the rest of the crowd. I am so excited to accompany you, and I can't wait to see you, Mr. Rick Ross.
She looks psycho. Look how Tia looking like, what the hell? Oh my God, somebody get this to Tia because I got to see what her response would be to this. I know she gonna snap off on this child. But yeah, so Rick Ross has put it out that he is single again after he dumped his little model girlfriend because she didn't want to kiss him and show him no affection. So now this girl here pops up out of nowhere. Shout out to G Money on this one. She just pops up out of nowhere and soliciting herself out to Rick Ross. I know where you're going to be. Like she literally went and pulled up his schedule to see where he's going to be. And she's telling him, I've already prepared myself to accompany you. He hasn't even responded to say that he's interested in you. So how have you prepared yourself to accompany him? You met him a while back and kept a picture and you decided to throw that up there as some leverage to say, hey, we took a picture before. Remember? He probably don't remember you. You know how many women throw themselves at him and run up to him and take pictures with him? Like he probably don't remember you. But she is shooting her shot to try to be with Rick Ross. She is allegedly infatuated with him now that she knows he is single again. Anybody this bold to make a whole live for some guy that you may be interested in, or guys, are you bold enough to shoot your shot like that to women? Women really should not be doing it. Really, the man is supposed to chase the woman, but this gives very much so thirsty. This is something I would never do. I would never, ever do no shit like this. Okay. But it definitely gives thirsty and desperation. So let's move on, child. We'll see if Rick Ross responds. If he does, we'll talk about it. Child. All right, so let's get into America's favorite married person, because y'all know this person here gonna get married if she don't do nothing else, and she gonna turn around and get damn divorced. And that is none other than J Lo, or the people might be calling her J Ho, because the way she be getting married and dumping folks, she spoke out. Most recently, trying to say that she feels like she was never loved in her marriages, and she was mistreated or whatever. Well, her first husband, Ohani Noah, has spoken up, and he is reading the hell out of her, saying that she cheated on him, and did several things to him, disrespected him. He's saying, hey, I was faithful to you. Even when I found out you cheated, I still stayed with you and try to make the marriage work. So Jennifer Lopez just did a recent interview, and she got up there and he said she pretty much lied about everything. So let's get into what was said. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. So Jennifer Lopez's first husband, Ohani Noah, slams her and alleges that she cheated, and more, says that after she claimed that none of her exes were capable of loving her. I think it's something wrong with her. Because you've been with Mark Anthony, you were with Ohani Noah, then you were with Ben Affleck, and then you went back to him. It's looking like the two of them might be trying to fix things, because I saw that they were at a recent event together where he had his arm and stuff around her. Y'all know they are officially divorced. But she's been with several people. You've been with Diddy. Like, you've been literally passed around a lot. And you're saying that none of these guys were actually capable of loving you. Well, how about you love yourself first? Because self-love is the best love, and you should love yourself so that other people can then love you properly. But when you have, it sounds like she has some issues within where you can't stay in a relationship. You stay for like a year or so, then you get divorced. Then you leave this person, and before the ink dries here, then you're running over here getting married again. It's just giving too much. All right, so let's get into what she had to say first. Then we're going to spin the block on what her ex-husband, Ohani Noah, had to say. All right, let's go. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked.
You've truly been loved.
No.
No. And do you think you really have experienced loving someone?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
And when you can't get that love back?
What I learned, it's not that I'm not lovable. It's that they're not capable.
They can't love.
They don't have it in them. They need to appreciate the little person inside of them.
They have little
need to love
give.
them. Yeah.
You've been in a relationship with
And they gave me what they had.
Right. But
they
it's not
gave me
enough.
all of it. Every time.
But it's this much. It's
all the
little bit.
rings, all the things I could ever want.
Right.
They tried to give me the houses, the rings, the marriage, all of it. But
they didn't love you.
They didn't.
And didn't know you.
And I didn't love myself.
Right. It's tough. This is some journey, right?
It is.
And I was thinking about your music. Most of your songs are about love. They really are.
They're all about love.
Do you think you've truly been loved?
No.
No.
She's psycho. I'm sorry. It's you, girl. It is you. Well, at least she admitted that she didn't love herself. So let's get into what this ex-husband had to say. So he says, this is in reference about the recent interview on the Howard Stern show. Said where my ex-wife, Jennifer Lopez, aka J-Lo, said that she's never been loved or capable. Said, haha, let me just say. He continues, said, stop putting us down. Stop putting me down with your victim card. Said that this problem, it's not us. Said the problem is not us, not me. Said that the problem is you. Said that you the one who couldn't keep it in your pants. Ooh. Said that you have been loved few times. Said that you've been married 4 times and have had countless relationships in between. Said that you have had good relationships. Me, for example. Damn, okay. He goes on to say that I was in love with you. I even moved out of state, leaving my job, my family, and friends behind to support you, to love you, to protect you, and care for you. He says that I'm an amazing, loving person, great human being, honest, faithful to you, never lied, never misbehaved, not misbehaved, never cheated on you. He says that I was too good for you. I'm too good of a man for you. Sound like he's mad, child. Says, but you chose fame and fortune over moving a part of your relationship, or our relationship rather. He said that you decided to lie, to cheat on me, and even though I stayed, I even tried to keep the marriage going and alive. He said that you even begged me to stay because at the time you didn't want bad press caring more about you. So she didn't want, I guess, the press and TMZ and everybody in her business saying, oh, J-Lo has gotten divorced, after she just got married. So she begged him to stay to save face. That's selfish. All right, says, so about your career instead of saving the marriage, and I stayed. He says, but you, when for the last line of your career and stardom, not caring about me. You can tell he don't speak English well because some of this don't make sense. He said that you wanted to continue on cheating and lying. I couldn't stay anymore and deal with the constant lying. He said that that's why I left you. Oh, okay. Said that that's why I divorced you. All right. Now says, tell the truth for once. Let people know that you are the problem. Said that you should be embarrassed, ashamed of yourself.
Do you think you've...
So that is what her ex-husband had to say to her. So it said that Jennifer Lopez is catching some heat from her first husband, Ohana Noah, who is accusing her of cheating after the superstar claims that none of her exes were capable of loving her. Says that as we previously shared, that J-Lo recently appeared on Howard Stern's radio show. Now, during the sit-down, J-Lo made a bold claim about her exes. Now, as previously recapped, said that Lopez's dating history shows that she was reportedly previously engaged to her high school sweetheart, David Cruz, whom she dated from 1984 to 1994. Said that she was 15 and he was 16. Said she then was married to Ohana Noah from 1997 to 1998. That's a short time. Says dated Diddy from 1999 to 2001 and got married to Chris Judd from 2001 to 2003. It said that she then was engaged to Ben Affleck from 2002 to 2004 and was married to Mark Anthony from 2004 to 2014. Separated in 2011, dated Casper Smart from 2011 to 2016, then was engaged to Alex Rodriguez from 2019 to 2021. Then she dated since in 2017 and was married to Ben Affleck from 2022 to 2024, rekindled their relationship in 2021, reacting to Jennifer Lopez's bold claims, said Ohana Noah slammed ex-wife on Instagram. It says that on Friday, October 17th, he wrote a very lengthy post stating, and we just read that. So it sounds like she bounced around to a lot of people. We all know why she broke up with Diddy, because of that pow situation with Shine, where they were in the club and she wound up getting locked up and went to jail and was scared. So she didn't want that negative press around her. So she cut her relationship off with Diddy. But all of her other relationships as well, she kind of broke up, and you saw that she was only with them for like a year, maybe 2, and she was out of there and on to the next. So while she was waiting for her divorce to be finalized, she started dating somebody else. So it's given that she does not take time to love herself, learn herself, and take that time in between relationships and not carry that baggage over, which is probably why she keeps getting remarried, because you haven't healed from the last relationship and you taking that baggage from the last relationship over to the next one and damaging someone else. But her first husband, Ohana Noah, was not about to let her sit here and lie and make it seem like he did not love her properly and that he was not there for her as a husband should be. So shout out to him for speaking out. Even though you had a little broken English in there. All right, let's move along. This right here is some crazy mess. I guess this is Relationship Sunday. You guys know who Kelly Clarkson is, okay? She's American Idol winner, and she also has been a judge on the show The Voice, okay? According to All About the Tea, it says that Kelly Clarkson dropped everything to be by her ex-husband, Brandon Blackstock. Y'all know he passed away by his side during his cancer battle. Says that now his obituary is listing her own assistant as his loving partner after he took half of her fortune. So y'all know he took a huge chunk of Kelly Clarkson's money when they wound up getting divorced because they have children together. So, and he also got alimony. He got millions of dollars from her. So on the obituary, they're saying that the assistant, who was supposed to be Kelly Clarkson's assistant, was listed on her husband's obituary as a loving partner. How would that make you feel to find out somebody that you employed and trusted to be around you, your family, because you know your sister works very closely with you, and to find out after your husband dies, after you drop everything to be there for him for his cancer battle when he was dying, and then he wind up passing away, and only for you to find out that your assistant is his loving partner, been messing around with him. Ain't that crazy, child? All right, so let's read. It says that Kelly Clarkson stood by her ex-husband Brandon Blackstock through his cancer fight and moved him back into her house and got him the best care. Now, even after he walked away with half of her fortune in their messy divorce, it says that now his obituary listed her own assistant as Brandon's loving partner. It says that Kelly was blindsided and had no clue of this betrayal. What do y'all think about that? That's a hot ass mess. That assistant will get some words from me and probably something else. But yeah, that's a hot ass mess. And I don't know about moving him back into my house and then only for him to turn around after he took half of your fortune, especially because it shows that he was on demon time. Y'all have kids together, yes, but for him to take half of your fortune and was messing with your assistant, and you don't move this man back into your house, his ass would have went to hospice or somewhere. He would have went to a family member or let this biatch who's supposed to be your assistant take care of his ass. I'm just saying, if you got time to be dating him and doing all of this behind my back, let him move in with her. Don't move him in with you. And you taking your time, you stopping going on tour and making your bag after he already took half of your bag. He wouldn't have moved in my damn house. Y'all put in there what y'all think about that, okay? Shout out to Kelly Clarkson. I do like her. I love her music. Very talented. All right, so we got to spin the block so that you guys can hear the testimony of the woman that we've been talking about that flew from Florida, flew to Florida to confront her ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend. Y'all remember we talked about that. She unalived her because they had an altercation. She was pregnant when she hopped a flight to go confront said person. So y'all remember this person here on my screen coming up? So now we get to listen to testimony, okay? We get to listen to testimony. She is she got life. They gave her life in prison, okay? She is getting ready to serve a life sentence. Now it says that a woman sentenced to life for unaliving her ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend while he's now engaged to someone else. Didn't I just say the other day, if he's not with her, he's going to move on and be with somebody else. He don't want you. So you moved the ex-girlfriend, you moved his current girlfriend out of the way because you were jealous and stalking her on social media. And then when she blocked you, you hopped a flight to go confront her, which then you wound up unaliving her and tried to clean up the crime scene. So now, since you done got rid of the new girlfriend, he done moved on and got engaged to somebody else. So you didn't solve no problem. The only thing you did was get yourself locked up for life away from your newborn baby who you were pregnant with during the time that you assaulted and unalived this person. This bitch is crazy. All right, so we're going to listen to the testimony here in a second because they're doing cross-examination with her. So I wanted you guys to hear a little bit of that. So 31-year-old Sakina Thompson has been sentenced to life in prison without parole for the unaliving of her ex-boyfriend's girlfriend, 23-year-old Kayla Hoxton. Said that Thompson reportedly flew to Florida to confront Hoxton before the tragic incident. Now, meanwhile, her ex-boyfriend has since moved on and is now engaged to another woman. So, girl, you did all of that for what? This is the girl that she unalived when she flew to Florida to confront her. Crazy. All right, so let's listen to this cross-examination.
Over 2 hours of testifying in her own defense, Sakina Thompson told jurors she was jealous of the relationship her boyfriend had with the victim, Kayla Hodgson.
A little I guess you could say, jealous and like insecure.
Thompson admitted to flying from New York to Tamarack in July of 2022, in part to confront Hodgson about the relationship, hoping to convince the other woman to stop. This video shows Thompson showing up unexpectedly at Hodgson's Tamarack apartment at 4 o'clock in the morning. When Hodgson let her in, Thompson says a conversation about their love triangle quickly turned sour. Thompson says Hodgson hit her over the head with a hookah.
She just starts grabbing my hair and punching me, and I'm on the floor. I'm kicking. I'm trying to get up to fight back at this point because now it's a fight.
Thompson was 2 months pregnant at the time. She told the jury she had no choice but to grab something sharp and defend herself. Over to herself. Thompson testified that when she thought Hodgson was dead, she tried to clean up parts of the crime scene with Lysol wipes and paper towels. Thompson told jurors she went to Hodgson's apartment uninvited to talk woman to woman about dating the same man. Thompson claims Hodgson attacked her.
Punching me.
Punching you where?
My face.
Where on your face? Point to it for us.
I don't remember, but everywhere
You
on my face.
don't remember where she was punching you in your face?
In my face.
I mean, this is why you killed her, right?
No.
Right?
No.
It's not?
No.
You didn't kill her because she was fighting you?
No, I killed her because she took the glass from the hookah and slashed me across my stomach.
Thompson says she was 2 months pregnant at the time. She says Hodgson cut her stomach with a piece of glass. Thompson grabbed the glass and then blacked out. She allegedly awoke to Hodgson dead on the floor. Gruesome autopsy photos of Hodgson's body show she was stabbed herself. Thompson stabbed dozens of times.
I wasn't really walking over the blood, I was walking in the blood.
You walked in the blood?
Yes.
With what shoes?
The BB shoes. I changed my shoes.
Thompson admitted to changing into the victim's clothes, cleaning up some of the crime scene, and being too scared to call police. She also threw evidence in the trash.
No, she's getting close enough because my jacket was cut up.
Okay, your jacket was cut up?
My jacket was cut up.
Okay, and what'd you do with that jacket?
Threw it away.
In the months leading up to the killing, Thompson admitted to getting upset when Hodgson blocked her on social media. The state says she was upset enough to kill.
You wrote her on IG and she, in fact, ignored your message initially, correct?
Correct.
And that made you angry?
Correct.
Stabbed dozens of...
That is a new level of crazy. And she's sitting there so nonchalant when she's answering these questions. She don't look remorseful. She don't look like she cared that she did anything that she did. You have got to be the craziest fucking person to get on a plane and fly hours to a person's house uninvited. Get to their door. I feel like she pushed her way in. I don't think that the girl opened the door and saw her, being that you already blocked. If she blocked you, I'm thinking that that entrance was not a welcoming entrance. I don't think she opened her door and just allowed you to, or welcomed you in her door. I think that she maybe opened the door to see that you were there and probably tried to close that door, and you were already angry and enraged. And I think you pushed yourself in the door. That's what I think. We're not going to know every single solitary detail, but I do not feel like this young woman who was dating this man saw you after she blocked you. That means she wanted no interaction with you on social media, probably let alone in person. If she did not want to talk to you and have any type of engagement with you, period, for her to see you at her front door, I feel like you pushed your way in there and you became very volatile. You became very upset because I feel like it's premeditated. Honestly, you thought about that the whole flight there, or what you were going to do to this girl when you saw her. And when you got there, you kept your promise. The crazy thing is you knew that you were with child when you did that. So not only did you put yourself in danger, because she could have pow-powed you coming to her house. That was in Florida. Florida is a stand your ground state. So she could have pow-powed you coming to her house unannounced, forcefully bringing yourself in there to confront her about someone she is dating. The person you should have confronted was the boyfriend, not the girlfriend. She don't owe you anything. She don't owe you anything. That's why she blocked you. So it pissed you off that she cut off communication. So you get on a flight and come to her home and unalive her for someone who has now moved on and is engaged to somebody else. So you still ain't stopped shit. You did all of that and got life in prison, and you still don't have him. He probably won't come and see you, write you, acknowledge you, nothing. Now, I don't know who this baby that you were pregnant with was by. Was it this guy that you say that you were still in love with, that was dating this girl? Was he the father of this child? Now you risk never ever seeing, if they bring your child to the prison to see you, now this young child will not get to know their mother over a man who didn't give a fuck about you in the first place. That goes for anybody else. Do not, right? You can see it in her eyes. She don't give a damn. I don't believe she blacked out and woke up and this person was unalive. Now, do I think that she went into this rage and just went crazy after she probably did try to cut her with a hookah? What? Probably. But do I feel like you blanked out and then you woke up and all of this stuff had happened? No, I don't believe that. I feel like you knew you were going there to do that, and you pushed your way in that house and became violent towards this young woman because you were jealous, in a jealous rage that she was dating this man that you were also in love with, and now your ass is in prison for life. So that's the update on her. Shout out to Hip Hop Now TV. Moving right along. All right, someone else who y'all remember this story. It's now going to be a hold on. It's now getting ready to be a documentary on Netflix if it's not already on there. I need to go check, and if it is, I'm definitely going to watch it because y'all know how I feel about good old documentaries. All right, so let's go ahead and put this up so y'all can see. As soon as you see this woman, you're going to know who she is. Okay. So the documentary is going to be entitled The Perfect Neighbor. Where is Susan Lawrence? Y'all remember her, the neighbor who unalived AJ Owens, the lady where her child, they were playing outside, the children were playing outside and they kicked the ball in her yard, and she was being one of those disgruntled neighbors, and she took their ball, and the mother went to the door with the kids to ask her why she was being mean to her kids and why she took their ball or whatever. Y'all remember that? And she pow-powed her through the door. Then she tried to say it was self-defense and she was afraid. But yeah, she wound up going to prison. They locked her old ass up. This is her sitting here. Y'all remember the story? Why do people just act so irrational when you sitting in prison for life? So let's go ahead and read it. Now, Netflix's newest crime documentary, The Perfect Neighbor, I'm talking about stranger, tells the tragic story of how AJ Owens was unalived by her neighbor, Susan Lawrence. Now, I said, using police body cam footage, it said that the documentary recounts the events that led to Owens unaliving, how Lawrence defended herself in court, and how family, friends, and locals campaigned for justice. It says, if you haven't seen it yet, or you want a recap, in the 2023, said the 35-year-old Owens, a Black woman and mother of 4, was pow-powed and unalived by a single bullet fired by 58-year-old Lawrence through the door, through her front door, a closed front door. It says that the altercation began when Owens' son told her that Lawrence had thrown a roller skate at him during an argument about where the neighborhood children could play. It says that Owen went to Lawrence's house to ask her why she had thrown an object at her son, but Lawrence wouldn't open the door and eventually fired her pow through the door. It said that here we take a look at Lawrence's criminal case and reveal where she is now. All right, so they said that what happens to Susan Lawrence's trial. It said that during the trial, Lawrence's defense team argued that she was in fear for her life when Owens confronted her on the evening of June 2nd of 2023, citing Florida Stand Your Ground law. Said that the law allows people to use deadly force in self-defense depending on the situation. All right, this is her. Okay. It says, as well as pointing to self-defense, Lawrence's lawyers called an expert in psychological trauma along with 4 character witnesses to the stand. It said that Lawrence's sister also testified that the pair had suffered abuse as children and were brought up in an unstable home impacted by family addiction and mental health issues. All right. It goes on to say that as a result of this, that the psychological trauma expert testified that Lawrence suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder, which her legal team used as part of their defense argument. Now, the presiding judge, however, rejected this and told the court that any abuse Lawrence suffered years ago was not a mitigating factor in the case. Come on, Judge. Yes. Said that ultimately the defense argued that Lawrence, allegedly in fear of or for her life, no choice but to pow. Says at the end of the trial, Lawrence was found guilty of manslaughter by the 6-person jury, with Judge Robert Hodges calling the crime very aggravated. Says that she had previously been charged with culpable negligence and 2 counts of assault, but those charges were dropped. Okay. Said that where is she now? Where's Susan Lawrence now? Said after being found guilty of manslaughter, Lawrence was sentenced to 25 years in prison. Owens' family and prosecutors had pushed for Lawrence to receive the maximum penalty of 30 years, but the judge says that her lack of criminal record played a part in his decision not to hand down the maximum sentence. It was only 5 more years. You could have put them on there. It said that as of October 2025, that Lawrence is serving her sentence at the Homestead Correctional Institute in Homestead, Florida. Speaking from the prison to a local news outlet in September of 2025, she told TV 20 that reflecting on the crime makes her sick. I bet it does. It says that she says, I just never ever thought in a million years that this would happen, and it just breaks my heart. Says that she went on. She said, I can't take it back. I can't replace her. I bet you it is sitting in now. Because I remember the video, the police cam video, when the police did come there, when she called the police on the kids, and the police officer was letting her know it's not that serious. She was over talking to police. She was being very rude. She was being an asshole. She was really acting like a Karen on that video. She was acting like a Karen on the video, and the cop was steady trying to calm her down, and she was getting slick with the cop. So when the mother came over there, Miss AJ Owens came over there to ask her why she was throwing things at her kids, she's sitting here acting like she's so afraid, but you weren't acting like that on the video with the police. You were Billy Badass. You were Karen. You were over talking like you were, she was acting like she was in control when the police came there. But then you're standing behind this door talking about you scared to open the door, and then you're going to pow through the door and unalive this lady because she's confronting you. But then you want to use your childhood trauma as a reason not to go to jail for taking this woman's life in front of her 4 children. Crazy. But there is a documentary out there, you guys. So if you want to watch that on Netflix, I'm going to watch it because I love documentaries, okay? I love documentaries. So I'll be watching it to see what it's all about. All right? Yeah, they said the documentary was wild. The lady was Did you watch it, Ebony? Did you watch it? Now I got to go watch it. Astute, you watched it too? See, now I'm going to watch it today. As soon as I get off live, I'm watching it. Damn. Okay. All right. So we got one more thing that I wanted to run by you guys. I just saw on social media where Phaedra threatened Dr. Heavenly that she was going to have her YouTube channel taken down if she mentioned her anymore. Okay. Y'all know that Married to Medicine is getting ready to come back. It returns November the 5th. Of course, Phaedra is not going to be on that because she decided to go back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. But it sounds like she and Heavenly had some words because Heavenly was talking real slick about Phaedra, saying that she really didn't belong on the show and just talking real nasty about her. So Phaedra, they said that while interacting with production, that Heavenly said, and how do we describe Phaedra Parks? It said that let's see, and this is from the Married to Medicine fan page on Facebook is where I saw it. Said that let's see, said y'all know what y'all call her. She says, but I ain't gonna say it because I don't want no problems with people. So Phaedra threatened Heavenly that if she kept putting her name in her mouth, that she knew people and she had people that could shut Heavenly down and literally destroy her and her career. Now, she did the same thing to Candy as well. Candy was working with this businessman who also knew Phaedra. When Phaedra got wind that this man was working with Candy, and this was after she and Candy fell out, she was telling this businessman behind Candy's back that if I were you, I wouldn't work with her. Or if I was you, I wouldn't spend money with her. Trying to sabotage businesses behind Candy's back after she went out and lied and told people that Candy had this SEX dungeon and was drugging people and trying to, do some nasty things to them. So now she's giving these same threats to Dr. Heavenly, saying to Dr. Heavenly, if you got my name in your mouth, I'm going to have your YouTube channel taken. Okay. She said that she's very connected. Okay, this is what Heavenly is saying. She said, I don't want no problems with people, and said that she's very connected, and she already threatened to turn my mother effing YouTube off. She said, so I am going to leave her ass alone. All right. I said, oh, okay, let me find out Phaedra is this well connected, honey, where she got people scared to speak her name out here and scared to be mentioning her, that she gonna go and just fuck up your whole entire life. Let me find out Phaedra is on that. Okay. But that's what had happened between Heavenly and Phaedra. Phaedra made some threats to her to not do any more videos about her or speak her name anymore because she's very well connected and she can pretty much fuck her whole life up and take her YouTube channel down as well. But hey, that's who Phaedra is, honey. That is who Phaedra is. You got to be reminded that she was married to Apollo. She was married to Apollo, who is a whole felon out here. So Phaedra, y'all know that whole story that came out about Phaedra, but the fact that she is threatening heavily and heavily is backing down, like, bitch, I ain't about to say nothing about Phaedra because she is well connected out there in them streets. So, but we'll see what goes on with that and what happens. Again, Married to Medicine will be returning back to our TV screens on Bravo, of course, November 5th. For those of you that want to watch, I will be watching as well. Hey, Fran shows. Hey. So yeah, I will be watching, and of course, all the juicy details on the show, I will talk about that as well. Okay. But this is our video for this morning. I'll be coming back. Quick little pop in for you guys, but I'll be back. Let me go watch this documentary and see how good it is. Okay. And you guys go watch it as well. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much to my mods, True TV Podcast, Tyra, KBR, Sweet Essence, Scorpion Miss, and Rose Armstead. Thank you so much, content creators. Simple Mom Family TV, Miss Didi, I saw you in the chat. Also, Astute Queen B, I see you, love. Thanks for being here. JCD Creation, Shay P, if you're here, thank you. Jonetta Speaks, I think I saw you. Queen Speaks TV as well. Do we have any more content creators? Y'all let me know so I can give you guys some acknowledgement for stopping by and supporting. Oh, Miss Didi, I think I said Miss Didi, did I not? Okay, Miss Didi, thanks for being here as well, love. All right, thank y'all. You guys have a wonderful Sunday. Drop in the chat what y'all cooked today too, because I cooked down today. I made a roast with some gravy, y'all. It's got all the veggies in it. I made some yellow rice. I made some squash casserole and some green beans. Okay, because don't nobody eat squash casserole but me, and I wanted, so I made a little pan for me and some green beans with some country ham and all that up in it. So yeah, I cooked down a little bit. So y'all put it in. Let me know what y'all cook, because y'all know I'll be wanting to know what's in y'all pots. Okay. I be want to know what be in y'all pot. So put it there. Y'all put in the chat what y'all cooked. All right. But we'll see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe.